My name is Robert Wilson. Today we're going to be doing some Hoary Mountain Mint tea. It's pretty tasty little tea if you do it right. Even if you get it wrong, it's still not that bad. This is one of my last days of summer camp, and I've been doing this off and on. Had a pretty good response with it, but I thought, hey, might as well just shoot a video about it while I have a little bit of time waiting for everyone to show up. So that's what I'm going to do. First thing is I'm going to show you what a Hoary Mountain Mint looks like. It's a pretty obvious plant. Once you see it, you'll go, oh hey, if you have it around there. If not, chances are you'll probably remember it. It's a real obvious mint. Even from back here, you can pretty much see it. There it is right there, all the little white top leaves. Take a closer look. And it's been coming up quite a bit this year. You know, it has the square stem. Look at the leaves. Sorry. And when I try to familiarize myself with the plant, I try to get a real good look at the general silhouette of a plant, some of the more obvious characteristics, the smell, which actually, even without crushing the leaves up, it does have a mint smell in this area. And speaking of smell, I do like to try and crush up a leaf. Smell it. And of course, if I can, taste it. Feel it. All this helps me remember what the plant is. And not only makes it easier for me to remember the name Hoary Mountain Mint, because I could associate it with sight, smell, touch, but it helps me confirm what the plant is if I come across it, and I could just have this little smell in the area, the fragrance of it. Or if I'm a little, I know what it is, but I can't quite remember the name, I take it, smell it, taste it, and it will help me remember. So what we're going to do is, we got some small plants over here. We're going to leave that alone. We got another big patch over here. I'm only planning to make a little cup of tea. There's no reason for me to tear up a plant or anything like that. So I'm going to just take one or two little stems here. I'm going to make sure there's nothing else on the stem. Sometimes you might get a vine that's running up a stem, or maybe another plant that's might be a little mixed in with it. Let's see, what is this real fast, I think. So we're gonna look on the other side, see if it's clean, see if the leaves are healthy, see if it's a good plant we want. And this is it. Come here. There we go. It's looking like a real good plant right here. So we're gonna use this and make a tea out of this one right here. Alright. So to make this mint tea, I'm going to be using a stove, a Whisper Light stove. It's a little bit of crunch time on my time right now, and I want to get this done and have my tea before people start showing up. I don't really want to share it. So I'm gonna start the water. Then as the water is boiling, I'm going to start working on the leaves. There's a few different ways you can do this. There's the throwing the leaves in with the water. There's throwing the leaves in with the water and boiling up the water. But that gives you a very strong tea and a very with a small bitter taste to it. So we don't want to do that. I mean, you can if you have no other choice, and if you don't mind the taste. But I want something a little bit more milder, something a bit more just with a mint taste to it without the bite. Now, mint tea does have some additional uses, and towards the end of the video I will talk about those uses. For right now, let's get this thing going. Alright. So what I'm gonna do here, get this prime up, take my leaves off. I mean, depending on how much there is, I could do the stem or I could just do the leaves. I'm just going to do the leaves because I got plenty on this to just do the leaves. Throw the flower heads in there too. No reason why not. If I have the option, I will dice these up a little bit. Makes the process a bit faster when I put in the tea. More flavorful. I have to dice it up a lot. Alright. There we go. Water going. Put the lid on here. Really going here. I do have a little bit of sugar. It's not a have to. It's not a must. I do like the tea fine without sugar, but I think this morning I'm going to have a little bit of sugar in it. So we got a nice rolling boil. Turn the stove off. We're going to let it cool down for a second. And I'm going to rearrange this to give you a good view of the next part. This is an important part here. Let's of course, we want our coffee hot. We don't want it too hot. Hotter it is, the less time you have to do this next step. And you get your tea without the bitters. I want you to watch the color of the water. Put these in here. Noticing the change? Hopefully you can see it on the camera. There we go. Now another way to do this is to use a strainer and put the leaves in the strainer and to pour the hot water through the strainer. Of course I did not bring a strainer with me, but I figure that's a little too fancy as it is. So now we're just going to take the leaves out. Got a nice greenish tint to the water. About what we're looking for. Always need to go leftover tea here. Alright. Try and do this without making a mess. Yeah, right. Whoop. There we go. I usually have a bigger pot when I do this. Still got a few leaves in there, but that's quite alright. I'm going to put my stuff away, let this cool for a few minutes, and then we'll try it. I always like those videos. The person makes something, tries it. It's so terrible. Alright. Well, familiarize yourself with the plant. Find the plant. Make yourself some mint tea. Try it. If you like mint tea, you're probably going to like this. If you don't like mint tea, you just might like this. You might be surprised. You won't know until you try it. And to really get to know a plant, understand a plant, memorize a plant, be good with that plant, you got to go out and work with that plant. And Hoary Mountain Mint is a great plant. Hot. Cool down a little bit more and then I'll enjoy it. Till next time.